afternoon and welcome to the Egerton VIP podcast, the podcast that brings you real SMH solutions for real people in the real world. And today I have with me a very important person, Kenya, who is an ex-student of the school.
One of the best ex-students.
And Kenya, how long did you attend the school for?
The entire 5 years, from year 7 to year 11.
And during that time, prior to that, you were excluded from school, weren't you?
Yeah.
At your primary school, and you didn't really experience very positive things about education, did you?
Not from the get-go. I mean, the only things I really got told in my first school was to just do work. None of the teachers really got to know you. No, they wouldn't really speak to you. And for someone with my kind of issues, my anger issues especially, it was a lot of stress, especially early on.
Well, I'm quite sure that a lot of people who are watching the podcast today would have similar sorts of issues that you had, and obviously you've overcome those now. We can see that in you now that you're, how old are you now? You're 17.
18 next
and
month.
looking back on it, what would you say your issues are? You mentioned anger.
Yeah.
Would you weren't the most cooperative of young people, were you? From my memory of the early days of you.
Towards the late days too.
And
Right. It was because I was just dramatic, and I was refused to get help from the teachers around me that would help me, and that's just anger. Then I would crash out of it.
So you wouldn't attend lessons, you wouldn't attend school, you wouldn't attend lessons. You just say, I'm not doing it, and that wasn't particularly the best thing for you, was it? Because you were more than capable of undertaking those lessons and undertaking that learning, weren't you? And things changed when you came to Egerton, didn't they? Because in the early days, we still had one or two difficulties, but then we started to make some real progress.
Yeah, well, the difference with this school is that the teachers, it hurts to say now, especially because younger me would refuse to say it, but the teachers are there to help you.
Yeah. And
they would always even no matter what you would do, because obviously, there's someone with my anger issues. I'll admit I've hit a lot of the teachers. Not it's bad to say, but I have, and even after all that, it's the fact that they were still out there for you.
So you became frustrated in some of the interactions with some of the teaching staff and with other pupils as well at the school, but you learned to overcome those, didn't you? And you were given experiences that would help you to overcome those.
Yeah.
What sorts of things were done with you? What sorts of exercises did we go through with you? We were talking earlier about the assemblies, weren't we? For example, where there's a lot of input in terms of human psychology, what your brain's doing, how that shows itself in your behaviour. Remember those? Just to give one example.
Well, obviously you used to speak about the brain and how I don't remember much that you said, but something about lizard brains coming to my mind. I don't know what. Lizard, something like that. No, reptilian brain. Yeah, something like that. And for me, what helped me the most was breathing exercises, because obviously then once it's all just chemicals in your brain. No matter how you are, it's just chemicals. So once you breathe out in and out, it clears some of that and gives you rational thinking. Yeah.
So you were given some mindfulness exercises to do that involve breathing. We do other things, for example, the tapping exercises. Remember those?
I don't remember
you
that
did,
one.
Okay. We did things like Lego or block therapy.
The Lego, yeah.
We were all in something called Nurture. Remember the Nurture group?
Yeah, Nurture 1 to 7, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so you had your own space in the classroom, didn't you? And you knew where you were going each day. You didn't have to worry about unstructured things. Everything was structured in school, going all the way through lunch times. You would take your lunchtime in the classroom as well, wouldn't you?
For the first year, I think it was up till year 11, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where I feel though the best thing is for young kids, this is my personal opinion, is to do it in the canteen. So we can it's more communication in it. You kind of if you want to be there and speak to teachers while eating your lunch, you can gain a relationship. From eating lunch, it's one of the most
Well, of course, year 11, you are allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You're allowed to go out into because it's considered at that point that you'll have greater independence and be able to cope with that. without people sort of running around and disturbing you.
But there's some bad points to it, especially in schools like this where a lot of students can't sit still for a long time.
Okay. And so what you then left with a whole series of results, didn't you? So you got GCSEs.
I think I got a couple. I got my English. That's the only one I can for sure say that I got. I don't remember any other ones.
Maths. You studied science here, history here.
I think the main ones we studied was science, maths, English.
Yeah.
I think that's
Sports
it.
studies?
History, sports studies, and I think that's about it because we didn't do that much when we were here, did we?
And you also studied Duke of Edinburgh as
Duke
well,
of Edinburgh.
didn't you?
I have a lot to say about Duke of Edinburgh.
Okay, well, let's
So, no, I regret it a lot now because back then you kind of take it for granted because a lot of other schools don't get the privilege of that.
Okay.
So it's like, for an example, when we used to go, when we're that long walk, it's a lot of effort. So when you're like,
the expedition.
yeah, it's a lot of effort to like, oh, I'm tired. And I regret not putting in as much effort as I could have done. I've told everyone this. I regret not, because you tell us young guy, you would say that was such a nuisance there. Then I did throw a couple of temper tantrums when I was there, but I regret not fully putting in the effort that I could have done. And it's just like.
Did you get your Duke of Edinburgh?
I got silver though. I did it eventually.
So you got your silver award, which means that if you wanted to go on to the gold award, you could do, couldn't you?
I think so.
If your new provider, you're at a college now, aren't you?
Yeah.
If your college provided that, and obviously that's something that we do offer in the sixth form here, but you did get your silver, which is pretty much up there, isn't it?
It's one of the best things you can get, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's like most schools you have to pay for it. This school you can get a privilege, which is just lucky. But yeah, no, it's one of the better things that you can put on your thing.
What sorts of things would you say that you learned through programs like the Duke of Edinburgh? Because it's not just about Duke of Edinburgh; it's about everything else that we do in school, isn't it? It's about all those trips out and all those different practical activities.
Exercises, though.
Yeah.
Put yourself out there, because obviously I love to go on walks now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, because obviously now kids are usually stuck on the phones and stuff like that, and I know you have a lot to say about being stuck on phones, but it's like you can kind of go outside, breathe a bit of the actual nature in the woods. I'm constantly walking in the woods because I have to walk my dog.
Yeah.
So like it's just putting yourself out there and actually having like just hearing everything and feeling it.
Do you think you would have? I mean, you I suppose you say take it for granted. Let's not take things like dog walking and walking. You say you've got a dog and you now go out for dog walks. Do you think that was partly impacted or maybe wholly impacted by the work you did on Duke of Edinburgh? And do you think that's impacted your life in that way, an understanding of the need to get out there and get into nature?
It did help me get a better understanding of it. You don't really want to be stuck inside a lot. You kind of want to, go commune with other people, even if it's just like going out by yourself and walking the dog. You're still outside and breathing actual like fresh air around you, and actually instead of being stuck inside a room playing like, let's say Fortnite, playing in your room playing Fortnite, like it helps you, and also it just helps you mentally,
So less anxious, less stressed.
You can help with stress. I know I've gone on my couple of walks just out when I've been dead stressed about a couple of things.
So I think you said earlier, I'm not sure, I remember too much, it sounds like it's impacted quite a lot on what you do and how you spend your time now you're out of school. And I think at the time, even, you mentioned before about your mobile phone, we have a rule here, don't we, where you have to hand it in, and we've done that for the best part of 10 years, haven't we?
Yeah, years now.
And it's about getting your head out your phone and getting into the real world, isn't it? It sounds like pretty much like you do quite a lot of that.
To be fair, no. I prefer just speaking to people. It helps a lot, especially just with like your confidence. Because a lot of people, like, we're in a generation now where anxiety is more definitive in a lot of people. Like it's just there for a lot of people. And you just kind of got to get out the habit of thinking on yourself and just maybe like speaking to other people, even if it's about like sometimes you don't want to go speak about your issues, but speaking about your issues is just the best thing you can do, really. It's helped me. I like coming here. Actually, I'll say this: coming here has helped me learn a lot about like I used to never speak about my issues before. And even when I left, I still refused to do it. But then, like after a while, you kind of realise, you kind of grow out of the habit. Because I speak to my teachers a lot about a lot of issues that are currently going on, that have gone on. Like it just helps you build a relationship as well with a lot of like teachers and stuff like that.
And that's obviously something you worked on whilst you were here, and a lot of time is spent on that, isn't it? On how to handle things and how to handle the thoughts, what's going on in here, and how that's impacting your life. Okay, and now of course you're at college, and what are you doing now?
Drama. Actually.
Wow.
Yeah, performing arts, as some people say.
Yeah.
So
are you enjoying it?
Yeah, obviously I've done what, a good 3 shows now.
Yeah.
And I think I get like, I don't know if you would know what it is, it's like a merit. You get a merit, a pass merit distinction. Yeah, so it's like I mostly get merits. I think on my recent one I got a distinction, which is like the best grade you can get.
Yeah. And then you're going to go on to do your level 3 after that.
I think,
or you're working on that at the moment. You're on your level 3 at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a lot of my writing work to do. Yeah. I've finished my. I've got no more shows for the rest of the year, so obviously I've got to get my writing work done, which is stressful. Yeah. But sometimes you just kind of got to do what you got to do. Yeah. So once I get that done, I'll move on to level 2.
And you know how to handle that stress as well, don't you?
A lot of breathing exercise, a lot of walking.
Yeah, and you're obviously very, very resilient. And just coming back into the school today, obviously very, very popular as well, with all the staff and lots of relationships that you built up over a number of years. But it's fantastic. It's lovely to hear that, and congratulations to you, sir. Well done. Yeah. Just on a final note, if you were you sort of 7-8 years ago and just coming, into secondary school life and all the worries and all the concerns and all the stresses, what advice would you be giving to you sort of 7 years ago from your position of success that you're in now?
No, the main one is just put yourself out there. Don't stress about little things, like little issues that I won't even remember now. Like there's probably a lot of stuff back then that I'd stressed about, that I would sit on the halls, put a roll in a ball, not speaking to no one. The best thing is though, if you do struggle with anger issues and stuff like that, the best thing is speaking to your teachers, peers, especially like you gotta have there's nothing towards others teachers, but you gotta have that one teacher that you can go speak to without being judged, and just ask for help. Don't ever think.
So a bit like your nurture lead was in those days, and you've just remade your nurture lead on the way through, haven't you?
Yeah, no, it's I regret a lot of my actions, especially stuff that I was not a good kid. I'll admit that. I'll admit that I was not a good kid, but you just kind of got.
But do you understand why you were doing what you were doing now, and looking back on yourself?
Especially, towards the first half, I wasn't getting like before, obviously coming out, I wasn't really getting the attention that someone for my needs need to get. You can obviously grow out of like certain, things like not movements. I don't know what the word is for, but you kind of just got to grow out of the habit of not speaking to people. The best thing is communication, especially with people, like your teachers and just people that you can look up to.
Kenyon, thank you so much for coming back to school and informing us of your success, your experiences. Congratulations on your success that you're achieving right now, and I'm sure you're going to go on to be an even greater success in the future.
I'm sure the school will go on to great successes too.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. Thanks. Thank you.
Cool. So cool.
It's a wrap.